Hello people, welcome to my first ever tutorial and probably my only tutorial on Mario Kart. I've been getting a lot of questions about like how to make custom characters and stuff, so yeah, I'm gonna make a small tutorial. It's gonna hopefully be small unlike the last failed tutorial I made. As you can probably see down here, we're gonna need 4 basic programs. 1. Blender, completely free. 2. Autodesk Fbx Converter, completely free. Brawl Crate, completely free. Ah, shoot. And Photoshop. It doesn't have to be Photoshop. It can just be like any, photo editor of your choice. I prefer Photoshop. It's easiest. Now, the first thing you're gonna need is a model. I kind of jumped into this tutorial without even knowing like what model I should even get, or like what character I should mod. So I was originally making Isabelle for my first failed tutorial. For now, let's just figure out what character do we want to add. Let's just make it something simple. Like, I don't have many mods for Luigi, so Luigi. And then let's just figure out something we like. If there's anything like... oh my god, okay. Oh wait! Shoot. Skeleton. It's Halloween time, so I might as well, make a skeleton of some sort. Like this one. I think I like that one. I don't even know what game he's from. Zombie Panic in Wonderland. Never heard of it. Sorry if you have, and I'm like triggering you right now, but anyway, download the zip archive. Just click that. I already clicked that in case you couldn't tell. Open that up, and ignore that. Stinky. Good. Now let's just move this down to here, onto my desktop. Close that out. We don't need it. Now, this is where Autodesk Fbx Converter comes into play. That's going to be the second link. That's going to be the first link was the website we're just at. The second link is going to be this, Autodesk Fbx Converter. Now then, let's just open that up and open up the skeleton folder. Let's just hope we have we actually already have a blend file. That would be useful, but in case you don't have a blend file, you're going to want to use this, which I will show you right now. In my case, I don't feel like using the blend file, so I'm just going to move skeleton.obj into there, and then export it to, convert it to an FBX, which will be a default setting thingy. It's going to be right up in here. We did that. We got the FBX. We're gonna have to open up Blender. That's gonna be the second, third. That's gonna be a third link in the description. You just gotta delete all these up here on the top right. Camera, cube, and light. Just delete. Just select them and delete them. Now we have this open, but I did forget something important as well. For this, I feel like this would definitely fit Luigi's body type, so I'm gonna make a Luigi mod. In that case, we're gonna have to figure out, what his file name is gonna be. So let's just go to this whatever link in the description, number, put it on the screen editor. Thank you. And hit Control F to find. Command F on Mac, I would assume. I'm gonna find Luigi. Second one. It's gonna be right there. Okay, LG is Luigi. I already knew that, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. But you're wondering, what is this? What is LG? What does this mean to me? Well, what you're going to do is, since you have that in mind, it's going to be -LG. You're going to want to look up whatever cart you would like for Luigi, or bike. In my case, I would like the Mac bike, so I'm going to look up Mac bike. Oh, why is this being stupid? Right here, MA_bike, which would mean that ma_bike-lg.scs is going to be the file for Luigi that we're going to want to download. So we're going to go to this link in the description, number something, thanks editor, and just paste that. It's MA Bike, LG, whatever your preferred character is. So just click on it. It's gonna download. It's gonna take a little bit. And just download it. Good. Just click on the folder icon. It might be different for your browser, but just find it, locate it. Oh jeez, I have so many windows open. You want to locate it, move it to your desktop. Doesn't matter where. Anywhere. Right there. I'm gonna keep that right there. I'm gonna use this link, numbered that. Crap. And open it Brawl Crate. That's what the link was. Yes. Now click File, open. Right now. Open up what you just downloaded, which is going to be in my case MA Bike LG. I'm sorry. Now open that. It's going to just be the plus buttons. Open that, and then click on model. You see, it's going to be Luigi, my man Luigi. And what you're going to do is on the little list here, just right click on the model, and then click export, and make sure it's a DAE. So I'm gonna name it Luigi. I can't type Luigi.dae. Just simple. Right. So you're probably wondering what this model_LOD is. Well, in Mario Kart Wii, if you're like far away enough from another player, you will see a lower poly model, such as this one, model_LOD. Usually, if you're close up to a player, then you'll see the normal model. But once you're farther away, you'll see this, like I just said. So I'm going to be exporting that and editing that in the next tutorial. Right up here. It's going to move these. Crap. Move these right on top. Now that we have that, we do not close this out. We leave this open just for the sake of it being easily accessed. And open up Blender. Now then, you're going to open. No, sorry. You're going to want to go to File, Import, Fbx. File, Import, Fbx. Go to Desktop or wherever your file is. Mine is in Skeleton Fbx. Right there. Now, while that's loading, just go to the Fbx Converter here. Again, remove all. Click Add. And just find your Luigi.dae or whatever it would be in your case. Make sure it converts to an FBX, which would be default. Now, the convert. It should be on the desktop. I'm not gonna check though. I already know it's on the desktop. Now this already loaded. Where is it? All right, just delete the skeleton root. Just delete the root file thing. Make sure it is only this. Good, we have that. This is what we want, and this is a perfect example too, because I actually have to show you what to do if he's on the ground like this. Well, first you want to go. First, I don't really like this thing here. I don't know what that is. It's probably like a boomerang or something. That's what definitely looks like a boomerang. I'm just gonna select it. Click. Shoot. Go into X-ray mode first. On the top right is going to be X-ray mode. Make sure that's on, and then select it. Do not select that. Hit delete. I can never pronounce that. The top one. Good. Now go into object mode, and we have little skeleton man. We're going to want to go back into object mode. Click on the default right there on the top. It might be a different name for you. Go to rotate, hold Control or Command on your Mac. I'm not. And then rotate it. Make sure it's standing up straight, perfectly straight. Now that we have that, we're gonna open up. No, import FBX. Go back to the desktop or wherever you have your Luigi or original player model saved. Luigi.fbx and import FBX. And this is actually going to take a while to import. I'm not sure why, really, maybe because of the rig, but it's definitely going to take a bit. And I guess while we wait, I will mention that in the description I will be leaving a link to a Discord server. It's all about Mario Kart, Mario Kart Wii modding, also other Mario Kart modding like Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, all that good stuff. Just be sure to join if you need any extra help, and this user on the screen will be able to help you, and of course all the other users in the server also. Sorry if you hear any snoring, my dogs are asleep right now, and one of them is sleeping on my lap. He's so cute. But look at this puppy. Oh, you just took a stinky. That is nice. Right on my lap too. And luckily it's just yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's not talk about that. I'm gonna cut this part out while we wait, unless it just decides to load right about now, which I don't think it's gonna do that. So I'll just cut that out. I'll see you in a few seconds. Oh, I didn't even need to cut that out. It just kind of loaded. Alright then. Now you'll notice right away that the original model is going to be smaller than the new model, which is the default in my case. This is fine. This is exactly what we want. It's going to be a different size. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to want to change that real quick. Let's just click on Scale. Make sure we're in Object Node. And then just scale it down with a white circle. Very important. Make sure the arms are lined up as perfectly as possible. Let's just zoom in. Line this up a bit more. This is actually like really good. Like this is pretty much a good example of what you want it to look like. It's pretty much just Luigi's skeleton at this point. Next step, what you want to do now is you're going to want to click on the armature, the arrow next to it, that is, and then delete both the polygons that are inside the armature. That's just going to be the original model, like Luigi, his models and stuff. Now here, make sure you're in Object Node, click on the armature, no, click on Default, hold Control or Command on Mac, and then click Armature. Then right click like next to the head or something, I don't know, just make sure it's in this window here. I don't even know if you can see my mouse cursor. Go to Parent with Empty Groups. Good. Now, congratulations, you're done. You made your mod. No, I'm kidding. You have to rig it. You're probably wondering, how the heck do I rig this? I probably only used Blender like one time in the past, and that was just to check it out. I don't know what to do. Well, that's what tutorials are for. I'm gonna help you out, and oh my gosh, I just realized this is a skeleton, so it's gonna be perfect to, you know, map a skeleton to. Come on, let's. Alright. So it should look like this on this side right now. If it doesn't just, you know, open things up, armature and default should be opened. Now under here, click mesh underneath default. Now we're like this. Oh shoot. I should have mentioned that if you have anything in the vertex groups originally, then you're going to want to delete all of them by clicking the minus button. But just like make sure that SKL root and anything below it are not deleted. It would make more sense if you deleted those first. If there's nothing in there, then good. But as of right now, if it's parented, then there should be this stuff. Now SKL root, usually for like, I know like source models, the root would be like down here, But this is not the root. The root is going to be the hips. So in my case, I'll just select the hip. How perfect. Tell me that's not perfect, okay? You can't tell me that. I'm going to deselect whatever I don't want by holding control and then selecting that will deselect. I'm being pretty precise. You do not have to be as precise as me. I'm just a perfectionist. If you want your model to look good, then you're going to want to take time on it, you know? It just goes without saying, really. Now this is the hip. This is pretty much what I want to select. I'm going to click Assign. Now let's just scroll down on this vertex groups list to spin. Spin, you're probably wondering what the heck that is. Well, I was wondering the same thing. Good thing I'm here to help you out with that. The spin is just everything above the hip and below the head. So this could be like the chest area. Now let's just select the chest area, or in this case, the ribs. And deselect whatever you don't want, like the chin. I don't want the chin to be attached to the chest. That wouldn't really look too great. I'm making this as perfect as possible because I do plan on releasing this mod. I will actually leave a link to this mod in the description. Get the point as what I'm trying to do right now. I'm just trying to make sure that whatever I don't want selected is not selected. This shouldn't really matter too much. I'm just being picky as heck right now. Good, you have this selected, just click Assign. Now, I'm gonna help you out with this, the rest of this. I originally planned on just like speeding this up a bit, but I did realize that you're gonna need help with rigging if you've never done it before. Now, let's just start with SKL root. We've already done that. The one below it is gonna be leg L1. L1 is, you can probably imagine, L stands for left, and then R is gonna stand for right. But left isn't gonna be like our left, like this side. This is gonna be the right side, because like from his perspective, this is the right, but from our perspective, it's the left. If you want to make things easier on yourself, and just go like from his backside, and then select the left. I'm just gonna be doing it how I usually do it, like this. Just make sure that you remember that fact. Now, go ahead and just select the leg. But don't select the entire leg. Actually, select like everything up to the knee. Make sure it looks something like this. So like, make sure the knee isn't selected. And sorry if you hear snoring, my dog is sleeping on my lap, as I've probably mentioned. I have never worked with this model before. I've literally, like I mentioned, never heard of the games he's from. I've never seen this model, so I'm just pretty much making this mod without an actual idea in mind. But that's just pretty much modding itself. Right, now leg L1, we've selected what we want. We're just gonna have to click Assign. I cannot move my left leg, it's gone completely numb. Oh my god, my leg is gone completely back. I cut that part out because I can't move my leg, and I just got really distracted by that for a second. I can't move my leg. Right, anyway, back to the tutorial. We've selected what we want for this leg. Click Assign in case we didn't already. Now go to leg R1. And then select the same thing but like mirrored, you know? I'm gonna be a perfectionist again, because that's OCD for you. And in case we didn't already, let's click on... Alright, just checking out. Click on Assign. Now go to leg L2. And just everything from the knee down to the ankle. Trust me. Now I'm just gonna keep on deselecting this stuff that I don't want, because I am a perfectionist and you don't have to be this precise. Just want you to know that we're going to be using a tool to like automatically do this for us. But I'm just a perfectionist, and if it's a skeleton, then you can probably notice mistakes easier than if it wasn't a skeleton, you know. So I'm just being extra cautious. For now, let's click Assign. And the ankle L1? No. So let's go with leg R2 for now. It's gonna be the same thing, just mirrored deselect whatever you don't want. In case I forgot to mention, which I don't think I did, just hold Control and then select whatever you don't want to remove, just like that. You see? I hope you get it. I am not very good at tutorials when they're completely unscripted, but as we see, is we're good in here, we're good right here, perfectly perfect. Let's go to ankle L1. That's just gonna be the entire foot. The ankle isn't the ankle at all. It's just literally the foot. That's it. Now select. Assign. Select. Assign. Yeah. Assign. Click assign. Sorry. And go with ankle R1, which is gonna be the right ankle, and in our case is going to be our left. Boom. We're good. Now click assign. Now then, we are going to continue with the arm. The arm is going to be the same as the leg. It's going to select everything up to the elbow. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this. This is going to take too long, and we're going to be automatically fixing it anyway. So I'm just going to assign. Now for arm L2. And deselect what we don't want. As usual, click assign. So you have what you want selected, and now the wrist is actually going to be the wrist and the hand all together. Now usually, if you know what you're doing, then things would definitely go right. Like, I'm gonna actually not cut just so I can talk a little bit. This is gonna be kind of important to know. Ooh, my pizza's ready. Right, so as I'm rigging this other arm, I'm just gonna mention some models are going to give you some problems, but there's definitely some reasons, like, as to why. Reason number one could be, you have to make sure that there's a rig for everything. Like, everything on the vertex groups, everything has to be assigned to something. Like, if there's one thing missing, then the entire model is just gonna break. Maybe not the entire model, but definitely most of it isn't really gonna agree with you. If you catch my drift. So what you're gonna want to do is assign something to everything. Maybe if you know how to use Blender, then you can just make a new poly, like make it invisible or something, and then, like, let's say it's a tail that you want, but your model doesn't have a tail. That's what it would be useful for. If you need more help with that, then you can join a Discord server, like I mentioned, and there will be several people, including this user on the screen right now, willing to help you. Most of us know how to use Blender, so we'll always be eager to help you. I can't obviously go through all the problems that people would normally have, because that would definitely take a while, but there are definitely quite a few problems, such as, limbs being too long, or things being stretched out, or like glitches. Every polygon has to have something. Like, look at this real quick. In pose mode, we're just going to test it real quick to see if everything's working. Let's select the root, drag it. Everything's working except for... Oh, look at that. We actually did forget something. This little polygon, or vertex, whatever the heck it's called, right here, is missing somewhere. It's just not rigged. In game, that would look more like destroyed everywhere. It's just going to be like bloody murder or something. So every polygon thing, every dot counts. Remember that. Now I'm gonna go fix that real quick. It's gonna take like 2 seconds. We gotta go right into edit mode. It's gonna be on the left arm, I would assume. Select, and I was right, it's right here. We've forgotten. Ah, shoot. Good. Now assign, and then let's just go into pose again. That one. Boom. We're perfect. See? Now, if the head isn't assigned, then it's just gonna explode in the game. Trust me, it's not a pretty sight. Oh, at this point, I should probably mention, If your model is too high poly, then go into the mesh and right in the wrench tool thing here, click that, add modifier. Underneath generate, it's going to be decimate. I'm having a hard time reading that. And be sure you're in object mode in the top left. I'm surprised actually. I did not know that my model has this many polygon faces, so this is a good time to show you what to do. Just click on planar. That will give you the best results in my opinion. Already we've just like automatically lowered it to like 1338, which is good. Like the maximum, I mean there is no maximum, but of course the higher the more laggier. So the maximum for like no lag would be 15,000, which is 1500. In this case 1338 is good, is actually really good. So we're just gonna go ahead and click the arrow next to the camera and then click apply. Now that's perfect actually. What we're gonna do with this is, oh, I forgot, we actually have to rig the head. It'll be on the bottom at this point, face 1. Go into edit mode again, top left. Edit mode. Just select the head. Select whatever you want for the head. I think I've got everything I need right here. Assign, go into pose mode, test it out. Perfect, we're good. But we're not done, because you could have messed up a little bit. But this is where we're gonna automatically fix. Like if we don't do this step, then this little part right here, since I didn't really rig it to perfection, it's going to explode in the game. So what we have to do is we have to go right on into weight paint mode. This looks pretty funny. Anyway, right up here, top left, click on weights, normalize all. Now, you might not know what that did. Basically, it just like, I don't really know how to explain this. Oh gosh. I'm not going to explain it. It's really kind of too hard to explain. But to make a long story short, it saves you behind a lot of trouble. Let me just see if it actually worked the way I would like it to. It actually did work the way I'd like it to. I think it did. It worked well enough. This is what we want here. This is definitely what we want. Good. This is fine how it is. And there's one point where you just want to be good enough. This is that point. This is good enough. Because we don't want things to take too long here. At this point, you're done rigging. Congratulations, you rigged your first Mario Kart Wii character. I think we did everything. Yeah, we did. We can just test it real quick, go into pose mode. Just like select whatever the heck we want. I'll choose face. Yes, looking good. Looking very nice. Right here. Looking very nice. Just have a look at that. This is beautiful. Mostly, it would be beautiful if I wasn't screwing with it so much. What we're gonna do is, I want to fix the hands, but nah, that'll take too long. I would definitely fix it if I wasn't on a time crunch here, because I've been at it for like 40 minutes at this point. Alright, I guess that's pretty much it, honestly. Click export, FBX. Now, just name it whatever you want. I'm gonna put it on the desktop. It's gonna be skeleton. I hope I spelled that right. I'm really not feeling it right now. Scroll down on the right over here. Open up armature and make sure that this is disabled. Unchecked. Very important. Don't ask why. It doesn't make sense to me either. I don't know what the heck a leaf bone is, but very important. Now let's export the FBX. Done. It's exported. Let's just minimize this. Excuse the background noise. Let's just move the skeleton.fbx right into the, in case I went too fast, just move it right into here. Right there. Perfect. Now change the destination format right over here to DAE Colada. Good. Convert, it's gonna be right over here. Good, do that right there. Doesn't matter where you put it, blah blah blah. I speak too fast. Now, this is the part we've been waiting for. What we gotta do is right click on model, click replace, and find your skeleton.da or whatever the heck you named it. Perfect, we're done, except it's missing a few textures, like as you can see. In order to change the textures, we're gonna have to go into textures. In my case, it's gonna be named Luigi All. But of course, if we go into model, materials, whatever this isn't exactly, you know, showing Luigi All, so we have to rename this to be Luigi underscore. That's my dog. Yeah, I get the point. Luigi underscore all. But then you can probably imagine that this doesn't look too great. Yeah, no, that's disgusting. You know how to change that. Pretty obvious at this point. Right here, Luigi all, the original texture in the textures folder. Just click replace and find your original texture. Oh, that's funny. Alright, in my case it's gonna be right here. This is fine. Have a look at this model. This is perfect. Look at that. And now let's just do the final test. Click preview. Right click on it and click preview, that is. I don't know why these aren't open by default, for flip's sake. Now let's just zoom out a bit. Look at him. He's so happy. We're gonna go. Let's just look at him. This is probably the most perfect looking mod I've ever made, except for the legs. Oh gosh. You know what? He's a skeleton. He can do wacky things. Let's be honest. His legs aren't even attached. Okay, come on. Let's be real. He looks perfect though. Besides that, I just had to point that out, didn't I? I'm really not bothered by that at all, because honestly, a skeleton with no meat is most likely not gonna be attached at all. Like science is bleh. Spooky, scary, skeleton. That's right. Anyway, if it looks good, if you think it looks good, then we're good. But if it looks bad, then go ahead and edit it however you want. Probably, you know, normalizing all. If anything's like exploding, remember to click normalize all. It's very important. Or make sure that everything, like every little face, has like something assigned, as in, you know, something over here. And if it's still broken, then you have to remember as well that all of these here, every single one of these has to have at least one little dot, as I like to call them, dots, you know, dots, all these dots, at least one of them connected, or else it's just going to explode for some reason. If it's still broken, then you can just, as I said, go into the Discord server and we'll be sure to help you out. For now, let's just X out of here. Dash, we don't need this. Now then, this is fine, this is perfect. But what about Photoshop? Why do we have to have an editing software of some sort, photo editing software? Well, does this in the cart model.bre cart model materials mod, does this look like a skeleton's vehicle? Does this look like Mr. Skeleton Man himself would ride this? This is cringe. I don't even care. The point is, we want to change the texture of a bit. So in order to do that, I'm not speaking clearly, I'm sorry. In order to change the texture, we have to go into the textures folder underneath the 3D models folder, right here. Click on body, and then click on export. And I'll just put it on the desktop. Body.png, it's gonna be right up here. Right here, body.png. I'm just gonna open up Photoshop, I already have Photoshop open, I think. No, I don't. I'm gonna open up Photoshop, and it is loading, obviously. So, just first, let me point out, every cart has their own, like, logo or something like that. The Luigi's L, or Mario's M, or all sorts of stuff. For this, well, he's a skeleton. So, let's just make something spooky. This is Halloween, for frick's sake. We're not making it just simply skeleton, all bones and stuff. We're making it as Halloween-y as possible. So in this case, I'm gonna go into Google. In order to find Google, you need to go to the Google search bar and search up Google. Now right here is gonna be the first result, google.com. This is so stupid, I'm sorry. I had to. Right here in Google, we're just gonna search up what we think would look good for the theme. Shush, I know you're sad, okay? Just, oh, I'm sorry. Hi, you're cute. Sorry, my dog is sad. She wants to go out, but she can't. Boo-hoo. Anyway, look up, like in my case, it could be a jack-o'-lantern. I guess it'll be a PNG. This is pretty much what I'm going for. I was gonna like scroll down because I don't want to get like the first Google result. The first, jeez. Something like this one. Let's save it. It's gonna be on the desktop. It's not gonna be WebP. I don't know what the heck a WebP even is. But we're gonna go ahead and make it a, maybe I need to try saving it again. Let's just save image as. Still WebP. Don't know why. Let's just Jackie that PNG. Pray it works. Let's just see. Jackie that PNG doesn't seem to be loading already. So let's just test it out. Open. Oh, I'm an idiot. I forgot a completely important step. The body. You're gonna the texture. Export. Body. I might have already did that. I don't know. But you're gonna want to do that either way. Now let's just open up body.png. And right here, we're just gonna edit it. I'm gonna speed this up like 2 minutes or something. That's fine. I'll see you on the flip side. Yes, we're done with that. I think it already looks good enough, huh? Let's see. Alright, I don't know what that is. Let's just ignore that little blue thing. I don't know. Doesn't matter. This is perfectly fine. I think this is quite good, eh? And yeah, let's just export this as we normally would. Perfect. Now then, let us minimize that. Come around on this here. Body, replace. And it's going to be body.png. Now this is good. This is Halloween Man himself. He rides that car. Oh, that's what that little thing is. Okay. So for every vehicle is going to be different, but this little thing right here, this blue thing, this is going to be the window thingy. You know, the little piece of glass. Alright. Well, basically, I'm going to go ahead and change that color. This is pretty much what I want. Let's just save as. Body.png. And save. Okay. Okay. Roll crate. Body. Replace. Body. Right there. And then we're good. And now look, the glass is blackish, grayish, whatever. It looks better. I would say it definitely looks better. I like it. And then for the tires, you can change that if you want, but I don't know. I think I want to, so I'm going to. Now let's take one final look. I think this is good. This is it. We're done. I actually completely forgot that. Like, if you leave it in like this, he's not gonna look good at all. I'll tell you, he's like gonna be glowing and he's gonna be disgusting and all that crap. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but what you want to do is first of all, go into the shaders folder in the model, click on shader 0, right click replace, and we're going to want to go replace it with what we downloaded. It's going to be the shader in the description, probably the link on the bottom. This is pretty much optional, but I highly recommend you do it if you don't want your character to look absolute trash. So first, let's just go into ref whatever the material. This right here. Control or Command in Mac, I think. Alt N, and then press it again. Control Alt N. So there's two of these. Rename them. The first one's going to be LM_0, and then the second one is going to be rename LM_1. This is going to take a little bit, just a little bit, but I'll help you out. So here's what we're going to do. For the top here, for this one, let's just scroll down first. Make sure this is cull inside. If it doesn't work, if it looks weird as cull inside, then change it to cull none. Now for texture, no wait, I can't find what I'm actually looking for. I think I skipped it. I don't know. Alright, for active shader stages, it's gonna be 3. Color mode, right, so constant color 3. Right, down here, constant color 3. Make this A on the right, 255. 255. Good. You did it. Alright. Compare before texture, all the way down. Right. Make this true. We're done with this. But now it's time for LM0 and LM1. We're gonna make these the same settings. At the top, let's just start with the top. Has texture matrix. Right here. Scroll down a little bit. Make it true. Map mode. ENV camera. UWrap mode and VWrap mode are both going to be clamp. And projection is going to be STQ. And then this thing, input form, ABC1. Coordinates are normals. And normalized true. Same for LM1. Let's just go over that again. Has texture matrix is true. Map mode is ENV camera. Both of these are clamp, UWrap and VWrap mode. Projection is going to be STQ. Input form ABC1. Coordinates normals. Good grief. Good. And normalize true. And now you're done, I think. Let me just check something. If this yeah, we're good. Alright, you're done. You've made your first character swap in Mario Kart Wii. We're done with this, so let's just file, save. Now, normally what you would do is right here, by the way. Normally what you would do is you would take this file and inside your CTGP folder there will be a My Stuff folder. You would take this, drag it into the My Stuff folder in your SD card. Just want to mention, if you want to like put this character over a bunch of different carts, then what you're gonna want to do is like take the model that you've already made. Just for the sake of time, you can right click, export, and it'll be model.mdl0. Just name it skeleton in my case, skeleton. The MDL0, what it does is it just, well, to make a long story short, it's a real time saver. it will basically save all the settings that you know, your original model has. Like, it will save all these settings that we just made, and if you know, it's just a time saver, like I mentioned. So definitely do that rather than, you know. Oh, and we also forgot to mention the model.lod. Well, I'll just good enough from far away. You can right, this will be another tutorial if people want it, but I don't really see the need to work on it right now. My ISO was built, so I will see you in Dolphin. And it worked. It fell. Gosh, this choppy audio. I'm just gonna take out the audio now. If you followed along with the steps and all that good stuff, then I can't even figure out how to. Good. Yes. Congratulations, you did it. I'm proud of you. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it, I guess. I hope you found this helpful. If you didn't, then go ahead and leave a comment and I'll try to respond and help you out a bit. I'll see you in the next one. The next one will probably be about the LODs that I mentioned. But for now, happy Halloween. Ooh, that is one shiny Skeletor.